On this episode of Paul N Kitchen, we'll be making mac shrimp and crawfish cheese. Let's get it. This will be a southern style macaroni and cheese with a perfect balance of seafood flavor, which would make it difficult to go back to your traditional mac and cheese. I have all the ingredients laid out here, so let's go through them one by one. Here's your main ingredients: 2 cups of elbow macaroni, 2 fresh eggs. We need a half a tablespoon of black pepper and salt, 1 tablespoon of basil, and 1 tablespoon of garlic pepper. We'll also be using paprika, 1 can of evaporated milk, regular and white cheddar cheese, 4 ounces of butter, 1 pat of my signature compound butter, which I have a video showing you how to make, 1 cup of small shrimp, deveined and peeled, 1.5 cups of large shrimp, also deveined and peeled, and approximately 1 cup of crawfish. Let's get started with the noodles. In your water, you want to prepare it with a half a teaspoon of salt and 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Add your noodles to the boiling water and cook till al dente for 7 minutes. Once complete, rinse with cold water to prevent overcooking of your noodles. Preheat a skillet to 400 degrees so we can sear in our shrimp and crawfish. We'll be using my compound butter to add great flavor. Butter has a smoke point of 300 degrees. When cooking at a higher temperature, you take the risk of burning the butter. We can increase its smoke point to 400 degrees simply by adding olive oil to it. Once your butter is completely melted, you can then add your shrimp. Start by cooking your larger shrimp first. When your shrimp is midway done, we could then add the smaller shrimp to it. Shortly after the smaller shrimp, you can then add the crawfish. Once complete, place it in a separate bowl off to the side till later. My recipe calls for 4 ounces of butter. To melt the butter, I just place it in the microwave for 1 minute. Melting the butter allows a smooth mixture throughout the chilled noodles. Next, we'll take 2 scrambled eggs and add to the macaroni. Make sure to mix well. At this point, we will add the basil along with pepper, and salt. Continue to mix evenly. Once thoroughly mixed, you want to open a can of evaporated milk. After adding the evaporated milk, you're going to add all 3 cups of cheese. While mixing, you want to add 1 cup of water. Before adding the seafood mixture, I removed the large shrimp to use later. When adding the seafood, make sure you add the juice as well. This adds flavor. Once added, mix well, and we are now at the process to build our macaroni and cheese. And we're going to build the macaroni in a non-stick baking pan with 3 layers. The first layer consists of the macaroni mix. The next layer of cheese. Second layer of macaroni. Second layer of cheese. Once we complete the third layer of cheese, we're then going to add the large shrimp. First, remove the tail and embed the shrimp into the cheese. Repeat the same process for each one of your baking dishes. The final step is to add paprika. We're going to bake inside a preheated oven of 350 degrees for 20 minutes covered. After the 20 minutes is up, remove the lid and continue to cook for additional 20 minutes. Let's get a close-up. Here we go, that's the finished product. This beautiful and delicious mac shrimp and crawfish cheese will be a crowd's favorite at any holiday dinner. Let's get a close-up to these individual size ones. Man, they look great. Sound like Tony the Tiger. You young folks won't remember who that is. But once again, we're at the end. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys soon on our next episode of Paul Lynn Kitchen.